So we need to talk about freaking Piotr Jan versus Aljamain Sterling. First of all, let's start with that first round. That first round, right away, Aljo came out, and you know what? He hit him with a knee, and then he hit him with another knee, and it scared the crap out of me. I'm a huge Piotr fan. I'll ride his dick as long as I want to. But, as this fight kept going on, Piotr looked like he was winning. And when that knee hit, right away I lost respect for Jan. And then we put his hand up at the end. Right away I lost respect for Jan. So I was like, so right now this is coming from technically a non-bias because I was losing respect for Jan after throwing that knee and put your hand up after that. Aljo looked seriously hurt. He looked like just gone, exhausted but hurt. And then all the aftermath, which we'll get to. But let's talk about the actual fight. The first round, I thought it was a close round. Two of the judges gave it to Piotr Jan. One judge gave it to Aljo. I think I gave it to Piotr. Why? Because Piotr had the cleaner shots. Yes, Aljamain had more output. Aljamain had more output, but Piotr Jan had the cleaner shots. He had the takedowns. He rode his back a bit, and you know what? Piotr Jan got a knockdown, and it is a legitimate knockdown. I think it's bullcrap how you can give someone a round for being knocked down. In boxing, if you get knocked down, you lose that round. It's simple as that. It should be like that in the UFC. Aljo was knocked down. Piotr Jan should win that round no matter what. Even 10-8. He was knocked down. You could give that round to Piotr Jan 10-8 because he was knocked down. In boxing, that's how it works. And I'm not... we'll pull up the MMA rules here on DraftKings. A knockdown is an automatic 10 points. A 10 points is a win. I think you should, no matter what, get a win. And if you're knocked down, it should be an 8. 10-8. It's like that in boxing. I personally think that round I personally gave to Piotr. And then we go into the second round. The second round, Piotr had a couple takedowns, but with the output that Aljamain put in, Piotr didn't land to anything too clean. That second round was obviously Aljo's. 1-1 going into the third. Going into the third, Piotr Jan had a bunch of takedowns. He was hitting him with some really good shots. And Piotr was taking over. Aljo was just going for naked. He was going naked takedowns. And that is really dangerous. Piotr Jan could have thrown his knee then. You feel me? It was annoying to see Aljo like that. I'm a huge Piotr fan, but it was annoying to see Aljo like that because I also like Aljo. And then you see that fourth round. And Piotr's dominating this fourth round. Right now, it was 3-1 Piotr, in my opinion, going into that fifth round if that knee hadn't happened. And then the knee happens. Obviously, we hear from the corner, the American top team trainers say, punch him. The Russians say, kick him after Piotr yells out, should I kick him? And the Russians say, yes. He knees him right in the head. This is some bullshit right here. Aljo obviously was injured. He was obviously hurt. There's no doubt about that. But exhaustion took over. And he realized that Aljo realized after Mark Smith was talking to the doctor that Aljo could win off a disqualification. That is possible that Aljo realized that. He may have heard Mark Smith talking to the doctor. And, I personally believe Aljo was hurt. But was he really? And then, I don't think he was concussed, though. I think it's just got to do with exhaustion, and he was hurt. Anyways, he was hurt. He was hurt anyways. He was so exhausted, and he was hurt at that point. He had been knocked down already. Piotr was dominating at that point. And you look back at the fight. Obviously, Piotr was going to win that fight. He was about time. Aljo was going to get knocked out in that fifth round. Aljo was going to get knocked out. Okay, he's going to get TKO'd. Something was going to happen. And then obviously with all the stuff that's going on with Aljo posting pictures, it's really frustrating me. You know what? My respect for Jan has come back after Jan apologized and stuff like that. And he's saying like, I'm glad to see the champ is fine. And he's saying this stuff to John Jones about like Anthony Smith should have taken your title. I like my respect for Jan has come back. He's again, but like I'm a fan of Aljo as well. Not anymore. Aljo, like you're milking it so much. He was cleared at the doctors that nothing was wrong with him. But it seemed like at the fight, he had a trauma. It looked like he had brain trauma for days. But he was fine at the hospital. That's not how concussion works. That's not how brain trauma works. So he wasn't that hurt. He milked it. And that's my opinion, but that's a lot of people's opinions as well. And like this is just a frustrating matter. But you know what? Aljo, you better sign that contract for that rematch. Piotr Jan is ready for No Mercy. I'm just saying that. Aljo, you lost a fan. Obviously, Manny Nunes just destroyed Megan Anderson. Felt bad for Megan Anderson, though. I think Jan Blachowicz is Real Adesanya. Not much to stay there either. I mean, Jan Blachowicz outstruck him as well. His Polish power was crazy. And then in that 4th and 5th round, it was really smart game plan to wrestle late. Because... first of all, let's go over the commentary. Commentary was biased as all hell. But, well, you look here, total strikes. 184 to 99 for Blachowicz. Total significant strikes, 170-78 for Blachowicz. Total head strikes, 67 to 32 for Blachowicz. Total body strikes, 29 to 17 for Blachowicz. And then Adesanya has more leg kicks. Blachowicz has 7 minutes to control, 3 takedowns. Like, Blachowicz won that fight convincingly. It was a domination from Blachowicz. And that's scary to see from... I mean, I personally thought it was... I did not see Israel knocking Blachowicz out. I mean, I kind of did, to be honest with you. I kind of saw it a little bit, but, like, Blachowicz is just too big. And Adesanya came in real light. So, like, you know, Blachowicz is heavy, and he goes up to like 220 around that. So like this was gonna be a tough match for Israel going up to 205. He's already a skinny guy at 185. So, but yeah, I mostly made this video just to go over the Piotr Jan thing. Man, it sucks. I was so disappointed. Aljo should not be champ. It should be a no con. Yes, like disqualify him. Or just call it a no con. Like, when John Jones, 12-6 elbow, which is more dangerous than that knee. Debatably more dangerous than that knee. But, if with John Jones' power and that 12-6 elbow on a guy who's already beaten the hell up, like, that could crack your skull. That was a no contest. Why isn't this a no contest either? Like, I get it. It's a championship fight. But that even more of a reason should be a no contest. You shouldn't be able to crown a new champion for getting their ass whooped. He lost, and he's the champion. Kind of like the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury won. But I can't say too much about it. I made this video just on that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out.